I'm going to be betrayed.
Why?
Scroll up to Fed Up Southern's comment.
Fed Up Southern. Oh, look, you picked up some blank paperwork that'll never be followed through with because it takes time and money. Oh, can anybody guess what the filing fee is here in the village of Wappy?
No, Grace. The point is,
what?
Fed Up Southern said she's not going to be a troll anymore. She's one of my hoes.
She's trolling me, not you. I think she's still on your side. Southern, can you confirm?
My hoes are friendly with you.
Oh, okay. Southern, in order to be my dad's hoe, you have to be friendly with me. Okay, they said
Who knows that rule?
$100 filing fee, $50 filing fee, $10 filing fee. Chat, it's a whopping $15 fee. Can we crowdfund that? Because all I have to do is submit this one piece of paper into the courthouse, and I'm going to get a day in court with Richie Masucci. That's all I got to do. Right there. Can we crowdfund? I think actually, as a matter of fact, we just did crowdfund it because Damien's gifted 5 memberships, and if I'm not mistaken, that's $15. So we already got the filing fee. We're set. Let's go.
This guide shows you how to start your case, collect a judgment. That'll be the fun part, Rich. Find the right court.
Rich will have to attend court, yes. And somebody said you need his address. Oh, I happen to know his address.
What is small claims court? Who can use small claims court? Which small claims court do I use?
I'm gonna make my dad
How do I start my small claims case?
Yes,
Can the
let's
person
learn.
I am suing sue me?
Let's learn.
Who tells the person I'm suing about my claim? Can I postpone my trial? How do I get ready for my trial? Next section.
Oh, Rich
can I have witnesses at my trial? Can the defendant and I agree to settle our case before the trial? That's a good one for us, Rich. It's page 14.
Rich, listen up. Pay attention. Pay attention, buddy.
Yes. It is almost always better if you and the defendant can make an agreement either before or during the trial.
Oh, interesting.
You may feel certain that you will win your case, but the court may not agree with you.
True.
If you make an agreement before your trial date, notify the court clerk in writing and include a copy of the settlement agreement. If you agree to settle but need more time to finish your agreement, contact the court to see if the case can be postponed or if you must go to court on your trial date. Ask for a postponement so you can finish your agreement. This is called an adjournment pending settlement. The court may give you a new trial date. If the claim is still not settled by the new trial date, go to court on the new date. Okay, Rich?
Listen up, buddy.
We can do that right now.
This is very important, Rich. I know you don't like reading, but you might want to pay attention.
What do I do on the day of my trial? Rich, don't bring your guns. Don't bring your guns to town, Bill. Who will decide my case? What is an arbitrator? What happens during my trial? What if I do not agree with the court's decision? Rich, does it say here we can spurg out on YouTube? And that will settle it?
Notice it didn't suggest purchasing upgraded Nerf guns as a possibility on how to prepare.
Do they just say, like, I'm not doing it? I can't do it? Here's an interesting one, Rich. You may ask the court to question the defendant about their name or assets, such as a car, a house, or bank account.
Oh.
This information may help you collect your judgment if you win your case.
Very interesting.
You may also ask the court to stop the defendant from getting rid of the assets. Interesting.
Yeah. What are Richie's assets?
But it doesn't say here, Rich, it doesn't say anything about just saying like this. You can't just go like this. I'm done with all that.
Well. Some interesting development we're having. Much more than I thought originally. So, as I said, this RTU and Grace stuff is a lot to cover. Mostly because it's expand on a lot of streams, somewhat also related with Local Live, also with involving other people, a guy named Sly and Lings. It is this massive thing that once it is over, hopefully I can do a full length, maybe like an hour or 2 hour long video, trying my best to cover the whole thing between RTU and Grace, because as I said, it is a very massive thing as it's going on. Now, as you saw in the clip, Grace is suing RTU. Why is Grace suing RTU? Grace is suing RTU because of, quote unquote, as she would say, defamation and slander about her father. What did RTU said? Basically what everybody has said in the past, saying that your father is this, your father is that. And to be fair, if you're suing RTU for that, by that logic, you would have to sue everybody who said the same thing about your dad. You have to sue Kiwi Farm, probably 4chan to some extent, multiple YouTubers, Local Live. It's one of those things when you look at it far enough, you realize the court is just going to look at you and be like, okay, even if there is a case, why didn't you do this beforehand and done this? I think she's probably doing this as a way to make content and maybe as a way to like force RTU to collab with them, which isn't what you want to do. And if that's the route they're going, it's not going to work out. Even if they do, let's say the court in New York does take it, it may take weeks for anything to develop out of it. And by the time that even happened, this will be forgotten, right? Or, even if they go to court, right? The court is probably just going to look through your information and realize, like, hey, okay, well, everybody else has said this about your dad. What makes you? Why is he being particularly sued? Because he wouldn't collab with you, or what? It's one of those things when you look at it more and more deeply. It's not gonna really go anywhere, bar from like it may hit the newspaper. Other people may cover it. People who detract RTU are probably gonna cover it, but that's about it. It's not gonna be anything much more massive than that. If anything, Gory should have just really just collaborated. Ironically, no, with DSP or somebody like that, and that would have been a lot more entertaining than like going through the process of trying to sue RTU, which may not even go anywhere because sort of it's a similar case with something like Christian. Why people are asking why didn't Christian get a much more paper punishment given what the law is, I believe in Virginia. It's because probably the lawyer or the person who was tasked to do the whole Christian case probably looked at Christian long history and realized like this guy has been trolled out of his mind. There's no reason to even like put him in jail. And if anything, if a lawyer or somebody does take this case and really go into it, they're probably gonna be like, "Girl, everybody has said the same thing about your dad. Why didn't you do anything then? Why now?" And it's gonna be that kind of situation, right? Right? That's how I more or less see it. It's like, why didn't you do this earlier with other people?
JT&T, listen.
JT&T donated $49.99
Hugo, pop it at
for Super Chat.
JT&T. You know what time it is then. I'm at least being on here for half an hour. So yeah, I almost was like, I'll just stream tomorrow because I was cleaning up stuff downstairs. JT&T, you know what you motherfucking get, man. What song should I give you? Yeah, I saw that. We're going to talk about that too. Frost Queen, how are you? JT&T, thank you. Also, I got some stuff coming too. I got some stuff coming. Hold on 1 second before I go. Wish it wouldn't show. Actually, it won't show my address, actually, because I'm not signed in. Let me see if I could go to a chat. Yeah, here it is. Oh, it's Amazon, Jesus. Making it like I'm going to fucking Pornhub from a link in Discord, dude. Chill. Relax the anus. That's not all I got coming, too. Let me, So until I could see if I could get a legal firearm here, this is how it's going to go down for now. JT&T, thank you. Why do horses run on courses? Ask Matt Scullin's luscious sources. He wants to apologize. I don't believe it. Raccoon, thank you for becoming a member. You're popping the member super chat cherry tonight. We're just started too, man. I don't know how long I'm going, but I do know I started. I don't know what the fuck that means, but we're gonna go with it. So thank you, Raccoon. I appreciate you. Appreciated people being here for a late-ish stream. So Sly has been a very interesting man with this situation. It has been, am I wrong to say it's been confirmed, the trusted sources, that he kind of encouraged Grace, which in turn encouraged her dad to show up here. You know the whole story. They actually did. They didn't show up to my doorstep, but they were literally like right there. I saw their faces. I drove by them, taking my kids for haircuts. Nothing like coming when my kids are here too. But needless to say, Sly has been, I've also gotten some other screen caps too. Sly's been crashing out and doing some interesting stuff on Twitter. I don't know, dude, is there something going on in your personal life? Because you're kind of being a little bit out of character with this. You're not letting it go. Take a little bit of an L with this one, which now probably means I opened up Pandora's box for daring to say that to you, because you seem like you have a little bit of an ego. And by little, I mean a huge fucking ego. Yeah, he's doing, like, what's up with him, man? He's not doing okay. I'm seeing some of his replies. I've got people scream him. I even check it in on him. I haven't even been near his fucking Twitter, to be quite frank with you. We had a little back and forth, and that's been it. He's been a man. He's been losing it a little bit. I don't know, maybe because the situation he's trying to say that then there's people trying to say I'm racist. I don't know where the fuck that one's coming from, because I called him an Uncle Tom, and I still kind of hold to that, going to be honest with you. We got our first small succulent. We got the base of our second succulent. We got the shaft piercing through. Well, yeah, it was kind of hard to compose myself when I had that little bitch screaming in my ear. But nonetheless, anyone saying I was clutching pearls, come on, man. They were literally 30 to 50 feet away from being at my doorstep.
Succulent.
Officer
Alex
Dickers,
J
thank you.
donated $6.99 through Super Chat. Office stickers.
Thank you very much, Alex J. I appreciate you. Alpha Stickers for supporting. Oh, yeah. Why, what happened with Jay? You seem like that's a troll chat, but that's okay. Anyway. So look what I ordered. JH, I missed you. Sorry. Yes, I do remember that. The Alienware Alpha. Yes, I do. That
Succulent.
Comic Book Chat donated $10 through Super Chat.
Hugo,
Months
thank you
of
for the
eating
wiener,
healthier
you
and
cheap
not drinking
fucking
soda. I got my
bastard.
blood test results back and my test showed I'm in the green, which is a massive improvement. I'm going to capitalize on this and go further.
And that's the way you should go, man. Absolutely. Good for you. Got some new sounds on the soundboard. Shout out to Sly. Officer Dickers is coming for you. That's awesome, man. Seriously, comic book. Thank you, Easy and Hugo, for the wiener, you cheap-ass motherfuckers. So it's good to hear, man. All bullshit aside, dude. Seriously. Also, like I said, I want to actually get a real firearm, but nonetheless, until then, I really didn't feel like spending this money. But if people are going to be literally going almost at my doorstep for drama, I got this for now. So I'll have something on me. This got high ratings, looked into reviews of it. And it kind of comes with the whole kit. I'm going to get some more balls to do some target practice so I can practice my aim. And there you go. You got one of them, Brian? How is it?
One of the worst thing about clipping RTU is mostly because there's just a lot of like fluff in between when he's trying to explain something. It's never something easy as just, talk about the thing right away. Honestly, funny enough, if you really want sort of a better, like, shrunk down version of the change of event, look at, go find Thomas's video where he has RTU on stream. That's a lot better than what I'm probably planning to do, where I think that I believe it's like at least a good 20-30 minute video, and they more or less do a good overview of everything that has happened. Whether or not things are amiss or left out of the detail is one thing, but yeah, RTU is now like buying defense weapon, buying stuff that would defend him. Do I think it's a bit over exaggerated? Yeah, but also when it's come to online stuff, and if you look at the whole thing with Boogie and Frank Hassel, you can't really blame a guy. And given that a lot of streamers do get attacked, I mean, like, heck, when this video is probably being released, I probably already released the whole Imaru, I think it was Valkyrie and Sinet, their whole thing that just happened. So for many streamers, having some type of self-defense tool is kind of a no-brainer, and I don't really blame R2, even though I think that's a bit of excessive. He does have kids, so to me it's like it's excessive. There's really no need to do that, but at the same time, I don't really blame him. It's one of those weird things where it's just like, why? Or you can't blame the guy, but it is what it is. Heck, he actually did buy a proper, defense weapon, so there's that. I guess there's that. Again, to me, I don't know where things are going to go. And again, in my honest opinion, whether or not this is going to really develop anything, it could be up in the air. The Dorps, I said their last name wrong, I apologize, are not really known for always committing to things like that. So, but whether or not R2 goes a little too excessive also depends on that. Ultimately, I just see it as the course is going to look at this. This may just not go anywhere. Best case scenario, the course is just going to be like, what are you girls doing? Like, they may slap them with something. Worst case scenario, R2 pays like $2,000 or $3,000 or $1,000. It's one of those things when you really look into it, is like you kind of have no case, because then you would have to sue everybody who says the same thing about your dad. And then, at that point, it's like the court's just gonna also have to look through your personal records, and they're gonna probably find a whole ton of video, about you and your dad, and even RTU. So they're just gonna be like, it's just dumb internet drama. Let's not get involved. This is a waste of taxpayer money. With that being said, I hope you got to have a good one. Be safe and God bless. Till next time.